Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here. So we have a lot to talk about. So quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick was placed on injured reserve today and is expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks. So we'll talk about that. The Washington football team also signed quarterback Kyle Shermer to the practice squad and obviously announced that Taylor Heinicke will start this Thursday against the Giants. It's a big game for us, and we need Taylor Heinicke to ball out. And also, there are reports that the Washington football team will likely not go after a veteran quarterback at this moment. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content. Hit that like button and turn on my notifications so you never miss a video. Let's get right into it. So let's start off with a timetable. So like I said, the Washington football team placed Ryan Fitzpatrick on the injured reserve list, and just as I started recording the video, Adam Schefter came out with the timeline. So he's expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks with the hip injury he suffered Sunday. So the earliest he could come back, I guess, would be around week 7, and then the latest would be around week 9, which is our bye week, so week 10. But you never know with these injuries. Sometimes they recover quicker, like maybe 5 weeks, or probably 5 weeks, and sometimes they recover, it takes them a lot longer to recover, and maybe he wouldn't even be, back this season. So we really don't know. We'll see, though. It sucks for Ryan Fitzpatrick because he barely got to play, only got to play 2 or 3 possessions, and in those possessions, they didn't really do much. They only had the ball for a little bit because the defense was, on the field almost the whole time in that first half before Ryan Fitzpatrick got hurt. Really unfortunate. I wanted to see what he could do this year, and we only got to see a quarter and a half. But now it is Taylor Heinicke time, and he's going to be the starter on Thursday, and he's going to get a chance to show what he can do. He has not gone into a week knowing he's the starter with a full week of preparation and with the other team preparing for him. So I'm excited to see what he can do with this opportunity, because you look at last year, he played against he came in, for relief for Dwayne Haskins in that Panthers game. Didn't know he was going to play. He played pretty well there. Also in that Bucks game, he thought there was a chance he could play, but a lot of people still thought Alex Smith would play in that game. Taylor Heinicke ended up playing. Same thing with this game. He did not come in as a starter. So now, week 2 against the Giants, he is going in as a starter. He's going to get reps in practice. The only thing that's unfortunate, it is a short week, but that also could play into Washington's favor because the New York Giants usually, especially you have so much time from obviously the start of the offseason till week 1, you usually prepare not only for week 1 team that you're playing against, but also week 2 because you have some extra time. So, the Giants aren't going to have that much time to prepare for quarterback Taylor Heinicke. So that also plays into, Washington's advantage. Not much tape on Taylor Heinicke at all. I mean, you look at about a quarter in that Panthers game, 1 game against the Bucks, and then, 3 quarters or 2.5 quarters yesterday against the Chargers. So that could play into Washington's advantage. So the Washington football team did sign quarterback Kyle Shermer, who is Patrick Shermer's son, to the practice squad. That's what I said they should do yesterday. Bring in a guy to the practice squad so that if he does need to play, he's getting into this acclimated to the system. But we all know if our practice squad quarterback has to play, we are in big trouble. He is, like I said, the son of Patrick Shermer, who is the offensive coordinator for the Broncos, who just sliced up the Giants this week. So we'll see if that helps us at all. Probably not, but he's going to be on the practice squad. And, Ron Rivera said that they don't plan to bring in any other quarterbacks right now to join Heinicke and Kyle Allen. And like I said, they signed Kyle Shermer, and I'm honestly fine with that. I want to give Heinicke the chance, give him at least 1 week, maybe 2 or 3, to see how he looks. Like, can he be a guy that starts games for you, and you have Kyle Allen there just in case? And let's say Heinicke, this game against the Giants, he absolutely wets the bed, looks absolutely terrible. Well, you have 10 days because, it's on Thursday. You're going to have a long rest, and you're going to have an opportunity to go after quarterback, go sign a quarterback, whether it's Cam Newton or someone else that they want. They're going to have more time to get acclimated to the system and get, chemistry with the teammates. Someone like Cam Newton, though, already knows the system pretty well and some of the teammates, but still having those extra days would help out a lot, especially with the chemistry for the team. So I think the Washington football team will give, obviously they will give Heineke this week and possibly even more. And here's the thing. Washington doesn't need to go out there and win every single game. They just need to be around 500, could be a game over 500, could be a game under 500 until, they get to that NFC East gauntlet at the end of the season where they play 5 straight NFC East games. If they can get there, 500 or a game below 500 and they win 4 out of those 5 or, even 3, they have a chance to win this division because it's still, in my opinion, not a very strong division, so they still have a chance. And who knows with Heineke? I thought he played pretty well yesterday. Not amazing, but 11 for 15, 125 yards. He did miss a couple throws, but I thought for the most part he looked pretty good. So we'll see how he looks on Thursday. I really hope Washington involves Logan Thomas and Terry McLaurin a lot more in the game plan. They didn't do that at all really this game against the Chargers, and I hope they do it this week against the Giants. And yeah, we'll see about Heineke. Fitzpatrick out for 6 to 8 weeks, and who knows, maybe when he comes back he isn't even the starter if Taylor Heineke's looking good, but it also could be the opposite where he does come back and becomes the starter. And just quick on Cam Newton, I just don't think it's going to happen, at least definitely not at the moment. Ron Rivera's had a bunch of chances to sign him in 2020, that offseason. He had the chance to sign him for very cheap. Didn't have the chance this offseason to sign him as well. He didn't do that as well. So he's had his chances to go after Cam Newton, and he hasn't. So I just don't think it'll happen here. Maybe it will if Heineke doesn't really look good, but they still have, liked Kyle Allen, and that's what Ian Rappaport reported. They're looking internally before they look at other players, and I think if Heineke isn't looking good, they'll go to Kyle Allen, and we just need serviceable quarterback play for us. Our run game looked really good yesterday, and it really doesn't matter what quarterback is out there. We're still going to be able to do that. So if we can do that, and Heineke, or if Kyle Allen eventually plays, if they can, just be a game manager for us and make plays when we need to, we can beat some of these teams that we're playing, like the Giants and a few other teams before Fitzpatrick comes back. And I just think that's something to keep in mind. We can still win games even though Fitzpatrick isn't here, and Heineke has some upside. That mobility really helps us out, and our offense looked a lot better once he came on the field. Still didn't look great, but definitely looked better than it did in the first quarter. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. Peace, guys.